success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, which means that all small efforts leads to our goal, leads to success. Hello everyone, hope you all are fit, fine and good. We are back again with another video focusing on the important topic. So let's start with our new session. Come on. Class 9th, let us start with the revision of chapter number 2, basic terms and concepts used in economics. The first is economic term. So the first economic term which we will be doing is want. Now what is want? Anything which a consumer is willing to pay for, is able and capable to pay for, and is desiring to hold or to consume anything is want. Though we do not have any particular definition, but because it is very difficult to define human wants within few words. All of us want to live. For this reason we need food, clothing and shelter, and thus want can be described as the basic needs or the basic necessities which or the basic things which are important for any human being to survive, right? So they are wants. Now we have few characteristics of wants. We will be doing 6 characteristics of wants. First is wants are repeated. Wants are repeated in nature, which means that several human wants occur again and again during the same day. We want food during breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc. However, we want medicine at the time we feel sick. So wants are therefore repeated, means that whenever same need or whenever same thing will occur, we will need the want. Means if I am sick, I will need medicine at the time whenever I am sick. I need food whenever I am hungry. I need clothes. I need water. I need air. So all these things are my wants and they are repeated in nature because I will need that with time to time. Next is wants differ with age, which means that wants, they keep on changing or they keep on differing with the age factor. A baby needs a toy to play, whereas a young boy needs a bike to ride, whereas an old person needs chair to rest on. So this is wants differ with age. Different age, different wants. Right? Third, differ with gender. Now wants, they also differ with gender. Gender means girl, boy, male, female. So want also differ with the gender. How? Example, a girl needs a Barbie doll to play, right? Whereas a boy needs a car to play with, right? A girl needs feathers, a girl needs girly things to play with, whereas a boy needs car, he needs motorbike, he's interested in playing video games. So this is that wants also differ with gender. Next is wants differ with preference. Preference means that what do I prefer? What do I want? What do I desire for? Right? Like human wants are also changing according to taste and preferences. Some people, they need spicy food. Some people, they do not prefer spicy food. Like we Indians, we prefer spicy food, whereas the foreigners, the Americans, they do not prefer spicy food. They prefer raw or they prefer boiled food, right? Then wants differ with climate. Wants differ with climate. During summers you need cotton clothes, but during winters you need warm woolen clothes, right? You need raincoats during the rainy season. You require AC during summer season. You demand for AC, air conditioners during the summer season. So it is that wants also differ with climate. Then wants are unlimited. Now this is the most important characteristic of want, that wants are unlimited in nature. Wants are never satisfying. You will not be able to satisfy your wants, your needs, your desires till you die. Till death, you will desire, you will keep on wanting, and you will keep on demanding. So wants are unlimited in nature. With the passage of time, human wants are increasing. We may satisfy some of our wants for time being, but they may also reoccur, means they can regenerate. Moreover, there are so many wants which will never be satisfied during our lifetime. Till we die, till our death, we will keep on desiring and we will keep on wanting for one or the other thing. So, the definition of want is clear. There are 6 characteristics of wants, that is, wants are repeated. They keep on repeating in nature. Wants differ with age. They differ with the age factor. Wants differ with gender. They differ with gender, male, female, girl, boy. They differ with preferences, which means that you might prefer for something else and somebody might prefer for something else. It differs with climate. Summer season, winter season, you want different clothes, you want different shoes, you want different things in the different seasons. And then wants are unlimited. Wants are never ending in nature. Then we come to goods. Now what is goods? Or how can we define good? The end result of all economic activities is the satisfaction of human wants. Right? Now, goods stand for any commodity that satisfies a human want and has an exchange value. Right? Goods, it stands for any commodity that satisfies a human want and has any exchange value. Means that wants are satisfied by material and tangible things called goods. So good is what? Good is any material or any tangible. Tangible is that we can touch, we can feel, we can sense, we can hold a grip on. That is tangible. So anything which is material in nature and tangible in nature is defined as good. Correct? Like example, butter, milk, bread, clothes, furniture, chalk, pen, pencil. These all are goods. Now we have classified goods into 4 categories and we have 2 each. First is economic and non-economic good. Now economic goods are those goods which are available freely, supplied by the nature, which are freely available by the nature. Right? And we do not pay any price in return. Like we do not have to pay any price in return for those goods. They are non-economic goods. Anything, any good which is provided free of cost from the nature is your non-economic good. An economic good are those goods for which you have to pay a certain cost. Next we have is perishable and durable goods. Now what is perishable goods? Now perishable goods are those goods which should be consumed within short period of time, because the capacity of these goods to satisfy a human want ends soon, because its time limit, it has a certain time period to be consumed within that time period. And if you don't consume it, they might die, in the sense they might turn bad for consumption. Like example, milk, fruits, cold drinks. Right? All the things which contain an expiry date are perishable goods, because after that date they will be of no use. And durable goods are those goods which once purchased serve us for years and years, like TV, books. right? Then we have is intermediate and final goods. Now any good which is responsible for final goods is your intermediate goods. Like example, you want to make building, right? So building is your final good, building is the final good, and bricks, cements are your intermediate goods, right? Then we have is consumer goods and producer goods. Any good which is ready and which is meant for the ultimate consumption is your consumer good, right? Anything which is ready for consumption is your consumer good. Example, clothes, books, food. It is ready for consumption ultimately to satisfy the consumer. And producer goods are also known as capital goods, right? They are also known as capital goods. Why? Because somewhere they are invested in the capital of the economy, right? Example, factory, plants, machines. So all these things are what? These are all your producer goods, right? So want, characteristics of wants, goods, and types of goods. We have discussed 4 topics in this video, right? And two more topics are left that we will do in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.